Alright, hey everyone, Brian here today, and I'll be demonstrating how to hack into a WPA encrypted network using BackTrack 5. Now, the steps to accomplish this are pretty simple, and for the purpose of keeping the video short and to the point, I'm not going to go into too much detail about the commands being used. However, I do encourage everyone watching the video to visit my blog, where I've taken the time to break each step into more detail and kind of explain the technology being used behind the scenes. Okay, first you want to make sure you have all the required software, both BackTrack 5, VMware Player, as well as a compatible wireless network adapter. Now you can get these from either the BackTrack website, which has the download for it, the VMware website, and like I said before, if you need any additional assistance, I'll make sure to throw my last shameless plug to visit my blog, because it really does have some good information about how this stuff works. Of course, I already have these installed, and I have my USB wireless network adapter already plugged into my computer, so I'm going to go ahead and boot up the virtual machine. I chose to store my virtual machine as well as VMware Player on my flash drive, so I just access it. Completely standalone outside of my computer, all stored on the flash drive. I just double click on this VMX file, BackTrack, and let it load up. To log in, you're going to type in root as the username and tour, T-O-O-R, or root backwards, as the password. Type start X, all one word, hit enter, and that'll load up the GUI interface. Okay, now one of the first steps, you want to make sure that the USB wireless device is actually showing in your virtual machine. So you can go to Player, Removable Devices, and you see here mine's not showing, so I can actually connect it. I can open up a terminal window and double check it by just going ifconfig, and I see here that WLAN 0 is now showing. Now that I know that it's actually being recognized, I actually have to shut down the interface. That way we can spoof our MAC address, and I can do that by typing in ifconfig WLAN 0 down. We can spoof our MAC address by going in MAC changer -m, whatever you want your MAC address to be. In my case, I'm just going to do 0011224455, and then the interface of WLAN 0. And you see here the current MAC and the faked MAC. If I rerun the command ifconfig WLAN 0 and type up, I'll power up that device. And let's just make sure by going and typing iwconfig WLAN 0, and we know that that is working and configured properly. Now that we know that, we want to enable monitor mode so we can view all our passive networks, and you can type that by typing in the command airmon ng start WLAN 0. And now, if it was successful, you'll see it say monitor mode enabled on mon 0. Let's just make sure that monitor mode is truly enabled on monitor 0 by typing in iwconfig mon 0. And we see here that it's under monitor mode. Now, the next step, we want to actually view the wireless networks in our area within range, so we can type in arrow-dump -ng mon 0. And this is going to give us a list of every single wireless network within range of our wireless adapter. You can clearly see I have quite a few that are within range. After you feel like you got a pretty good list, you can actually just hit Control-C, stop the command. That way you can work with the list that you have instead of it scanning through. In my case, I'm actually going to be breaking into Hack This Wi-Fi, which is my own. And you can see here that it's using WPA encryption on channel 4 with that following BSSID. What I'm going to do is actually just copy this whole line right here and paste it into a text editor because I know I'll be using it for the future. Paste that in there and open up a new terminal window. And now let's see what clients are connected to it. You can do so by typing in arrow-dump -ng --BSSID, the MAC address of the access point, which is right here, -C for the channel, which is going to be channel 4, -W to save the file. We'll call it hack_wpa, all lowercase, on mon 0. And here we go. We're scanning on channel 4 on that particular BSS ID to see what clients are connected to it. And we see here now actually that we have one person that's connected. I'm actually going to open up another terminal window, and I'm going to DOS this access point and deauthenticate all the users connected to it. I can actually do this by typing in airplay-ng-0 to deauthenticate, and I'm going to send 30 deauthentication requests. -A, which is the access point, BSS ID, copy that into your terminal. We want to do this on mon 0, so we'll deauthenticate. Okay, let's take a look at our other terminal window and see if it caught a handshake. And it did. You see here at the top right it says WP handshake. That was done when we had deauthenticated everybody on the access point, and actually we have 2 clients now connected. So now that we know that we have a handshake collected, we can actually try to brute force the access point and see if we can decrypt that password. We can open up a new terminal window here. Before I do that, I'm just going to make sure that I have my word list. I do, wordlist.lst. In my case, this word list, it's about 2 million lines, so it could take a little bit to run through, and I'll make sure to fast forward that during the video. And these are the capture files that we're increasingly getting more and more data in as it's going. So I'll just put this to a side, and let's crack this network. And we can do this by actually typing in the command aircrack-ng-w wordlist.lst, I believe it's called. Yes. Wordlist.lst -b, the BSS ID of the access point, and then the capture file name of hack_wpa. Let's do star.cap, and we'll see if we can. 2 million lines it searched through, it parsed the text file, and I was able to find the password of the blog of Brian. That's it for WP hacking. Thank you for paying attention to this video, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out the blog. Thanks.